I think with Julie had a tremendous breakout year her first year. I think she took a lot of teams by surprise, but to be honest, again, house, we knew she was one heck of a recruit that we got. I know she was looking at, or actually I should say, some bigger schools were looking at her, but she fell in love with Bethany, and she was a nice recruit for us. What she does on the field just speaks volumes of her just character and her leadership. And I see a lot of that coming out her sophomore year. I think what she did for us last year as a freshman speaks volumes just about her work rate. To be able to score those 10 goals, to be up there with the names like a Cassie Spalding, not too many years ago, but to be able to score those 10 goals, puts her on track to be one of the elite here at Bethany, but not only that, but in the conference. But also her leadership, what she brings to training every single day, what she does to her teammates. We really tries to push each other. So I think Julie, to get her to the next level, now that she's known, she now has to fight through, probably double teams and more schemes against her in that final third. But Julie's a fighter. Julie's someone that can definitely take pressure and likes pressure. She likes the challenge. So she's busted her butt in the weight room already in the summer. You can tell. She's definitely stronger. She's faster. We're getting her to read the game better as well. Not being a little bit as predictable as a freshman, but definitely she's up the ante, and I think she's excited to get the season going. Especially Saturday, we start with a scrimmage against William Jesuit and kind of get some new faces rather than just her teammates. So we look a lot for Julie. Oh. Sarah's just another hard worker. I'll be honest, our recruiting class last season is just filled with a lot of hard workers, what we brought in. But London, unfortunately, she was taken out with an ankle injury. She kind of held back a couple games, just dealing with that, an old high school injury that came about again this season. But she's definitely stronger. She's having a great preseason. Her leadership, again, even coming up from sophomore or freshman to sophomore year, definitely someone that I see leading the team. We like to use her a little bit more on the outside, just kind of isolate her, use her pace, use her ability to take one-on-one, to get into the attack in that final third, to be able to get some deliveries as well as kind of be selfish and go to goal. But again, I couldn't ask more from her. She's great confidence, very team-oriented, rallies the troops, even when we're doing fitness and we're doing, 6 a.m. trainings. She's definitely a person that's going to be able to help the team come together. But we're looking again for her to, to move more from what she did her freshman year to now her sophomore year. And again, like Jewel, she was very productive, but she has a little bit of a luxury where not all the teams got to see her because of her injury. So I'm looking for a good breakout year for London as well. Brittany, call her just B. She's our spark plug. She's our engine. She basically controls that midfield. She was another pickup for us, but when she's playing, we're playing. She has great vision, be able to switch the point of attack, get linked up between the back third and our forwards. But and she has a tremendous shot. So set pieces, I look to use her, utilize that ability. She's put a lot of work in as well in the summer. She's come to camp, very strong, very she's definitely has cut some weight. She looks good, but also her ability to control the field, and also rally the troops. Again, it's funny that all the freshmen are now, some of the best leaders we got there just because they've got so much experience last year. We brought in 9 and 6 were seeing significant time. So, Brittany's definitely out of the trio that was part of the offense. She's definitely someone that we're looking for her to, have a great year as well. So McKenna Junkin, she's come in completely energized, completely showing great leadership. I couldn't be happier with McKenna Junkin right now. I'll be honest, we've had some good trainings this preseason, working with our center middies, getting her and B linked up a little bit, but her leadership on the field, absolutely wonderful. You're right, she had a breakout year last year. I know she was big for us against Chatham. She had 2 goals, that's why we won 2-0. But McKenna, great shot. She actually spent some time, I think it was 2 years ago when she was in the pipes for us, so she's definitely a team player. But also what she has done this year to rally the troops, get the freshmen linked in, and I think she wants to go out in style, as well as her and Teo, our other senior captain. But I think McKenna's done a tremendous job. I'm really excited for her to get going, and even just the whole team in general. But McKenna's done a great job getting us linked up. But what she brings is definitely a fire and some intensity as well. Our back line, definitely we return all our starters. So as a coach, you gotta love that. You have chemistry from year to year. We have Teo holding down the center back role as our captain. Again, what to me, in my opinion, probably one of the best backs in the league. I really do. I don't think she gets enough credit, but what she can do, she can, a shutdown defender, in my personal opinion. Again, the other three by her, you got Michelle Paul right next to her as a center back. She definitely, as a freshman, saw a lot of time, and she's made some great improvements, in this preseason. Bree, multi-sport athlete, being track as well as soccer. She's got an engine that can run for days, and she's definitely does not back down from contact. And as a defender, you kind of want that. You want that kind of tenacity. That hey, bring me your best, and I'm here. So, looking forward to Bree on the one side, and then our other returner was Alexis Dabney. Last year she kind of got injured a little bit with her quad, but she's had a pretty good camp as well, and with her pace, again, one more year under her belt, I think she would do well, but another one that could see time in the defense would be Madison Cochran, and two, usually an outside midi, but could be an outside back, but Mads does a lot of versatility as well, so she can definitely get forward and help Lincoln in attack, but just looking a lot for my sophomores to come up, but I'm very, very happy with where seniors have been taking, a pretty good jump, and even, not just our two captains, but even Macy Castor helping the younger girls, understand what we want to do this year. So Cheyenne, I couldn't ask more from a freshman keeper. She played her butt off. Everything she's gotten, she's earned. She put her time in, and she's worked well. Last year, unfortunately, she had her shoulder dislocated. I think second, maybe third game left in the year. So, goalkeeping we weren't too sure about. I mean, she's still, our number one right now. She's coming off shoulder surgery. She looks very strong. Definitely looks in shape. She's put the time in. With our two freshmen coming in as well, with Anna Riddle as well as Taylor Sasick, both of them actually are very primed to compete for that number one spot. Anna's coming off, I'll be honest with you, an ACL injury, but she's very strong. Doesn't shy from any contact, but she likes to, get in the mix. But she's very vocal as well. Taylor in the same aspect, tall keeper, probably the tallest of the three. Big, intimidating force back there in the pipes, but she just, again, keeps us calm, keeps us collected as well. So all three, no matter who's in at the time, I feel very confident with them, and as well as the back four, which will then transcend to the other players. I think with any keeper we got, it'll definitely be productive. So I mean, keeper's a position we really went after this year, just because we weren't sure with Shy, but she's really come through well, and I'm looking forward to seeing what Shy can do, as the returner, but also the freshmen are nipping at the bit as well to get their chance. This year's team goals, we came up with a couple covenants this year. We came up with perseverance, inspire, family, and loyalty and honor. Kind of a combo there. But basically, we want to be, perseverance. We just want to battle through. I know we were young last year. We took our lumps, but a lot of that being said, we're priming for this year. I'm not saying last year was a rebuilding year, but with their experience, they're used to it. There shouldn't be a reason why something's new now, because every starter is basically back except for two last year. So, but the two that might fill those roles saw significant time last year. But of course our goal is to get to the PAC tournament. Our conference is a little cutthroat on the soccer side, meaning there's 10 teams, but only 4 make it. So with that being said, we're cutthroat. We want to get to that top 4. Looking at the conference, you have your normal maybe regulars like Thomas More, Washington Jefferson, and so forth, but in Grove City. But the rest of that, it's kind of up in the mix. So I honestly feel that if we've had a great preseason, I think that if we continue to come together as a family, which we have, I think the chemistry and the attitude right now is definitely willing to work. I mean, we've gone a couple 4 days these preseason, and the girls they've just grin and bear it, and that goes back to the perseverance, and they're being loyal, playing for each other, and trying to leave a legacy. It's the big thing this year too, is play not to be forgotten, and the seniors, all 3 of them have done a great job of showing what we want, playing for each other, never letting a teammate down. But our goals, again, going back, would be PAC, hopefully getting that automatic, winning the conference and getting to the NCAAs. But short term right now is qualifying for PACs, because once you're in, anything can happen. So trying to stay healthy, but also qualifying for that conference.